The 12th annual Ebubeleni Festival is currently underway in Gqeberha. The event is popular with tourists in the Eastern Cape. It plays an integral part of the holiday lineup and is strategically placed to coincide with New Year, or rather year-end celebrations. Performing artists include Ringo, Madlingozi, Nati, as well as Amanda Black. My colleague Siphosethu Booi joins us live with the details. Siphosethu, I imagine it's music and lights where you are. Tell us, what's happening? What's the latest there?
The latest is that if a person is still at home, still making their way to the Ebubeleni Festival, I'd advise them to bring an umbrella with them because the weather itself now is starting to not work in the favor of many of these thousands of people from the Eastern Cape. Some travel from as far off as Mdantsane, some parts of the Eastern Cape and other provinces to hear and of course watch their favorite artists perform. You know that many of the Eastern Cape, some of the performers here who were at the beginning or, the opening acts for this particular festival have, spoken to us and really expressed the importance of this festival as far as their career growth and the support which they feel they dearly need in this particular province. And of course, one of those artists who has over 10 years of music experience is Dumza Maswana. He is not one that's new to the stage of Ebubeleni. I know you've been performing for many years as well as an artist yourself. Please speak to us about the mood when you were performing earlier on today.
Look, man, it's always amazing for me to perform here in PE. It was nice, it was chilled, it was, I brought something that is laid back a bit so that people, those who don't really, enjoy it, they can just go and go somewhere, to whatever. But I always enjoy performing here, especially the sound that I bring. It's quite different to the sound that people are used to. A little bit of closer indigenous music, yes, and jazz. So it's beautiful. People loved it.
But the most important thing for Dumza, as an artist yourself from the Eastern Cape, is the many issues that some artists have brought forward. The issue of support, financial support, as well as exposure for some of these artists. Speak to us about the importance of having this particular festival of Ebubeleni being brought to the Eastern Cape for the artists as well as the many residents of the Eastern Cape. I mean, many of them spoke to us earlier on saying that this is an event where they come to offload the importance and the impact you guys have as artists to the people of the Eastern Cape.
Look, man, this is a very important event, especially here. I think I attended the very first one. I was one of those dreamers who dreamt of being on that stage. I still remember the first one. I remember there was Putuma, there was many other artists. But I think now it is bigger than it was now. We're at ad hoc stadium, which takes about not more than 3,000 people, very, very small. And I was a young artist at the time. What I like mostly about this event is how they uplift artists from from whether in PE or in any other place, but here in the Eastern Cape. It speaks to who we are. They book artists that are from here. And I like the fact that they're not neglecting the PE-based, some of us, yes, we are international artists, we've performed in bigger stages, but I think I like the fact that they go and look for artists, from the grassroots, those who are still dreaming, of big things, then they put them here in this wonderful and big platform. So I think it is very important because of those, of such things.
Lastly, reflect on 2023. How has the year been for you and some of your hopes for the next year?
Look, man, I would say this was my year. I was telling my band that God really, sustained me this year once again. And look, man, it was really amazing. I performed in places that I never thought I would. I mean, I performed in India this year for the first time, and earlier I performed in Canada. So, but also I did festivals that I never thought I would do. So it was really a beautiful year. I mean, also I'm on radio, so that is going well as well. So it's really beautiful, and I'm so grateful to God and the people that are supporting me.
Dumza Maswana, thank you very much for making time to speak to us. One more guest for the young people, Zinhle Kwaiman, and Zinhle Kwaiman is from Mdantsane, an Eastern Cape born artist herself. She sings quite on calm. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us. Zinhle, speak to us about being a young artist yourself and being given this platform to perform in such a big festival, motivating many of these young people, some of them who are here, who are big fans of you.
I think it's always a risk of being a young an artist, and I think because you never know about the brand when you mean next, because there are bigger people than you in the game. But you must maintain your character and be honest with yourself. But you're doing this for you, not for the fame, not for the people. Because yes, because you get negativity with my men. So about in the I block in negativity. I do this for myself. This is my gift. I was born with it. So and I come all the time because this is the So being a young artist is it's a big flex. It was so serious. But if you jumping around, this is into a hand as a guy, but it's a big place. It's a big place.
Lastly, Zinhle, reflect on 2023 for me and what your plans are going to be for 2024.
It was a sweet bitter year for me. I lost my mom. After that, there could be EPM, and that was very, very fruitful because I was mourning my mom through my EP. So it was a sweet, I don't know, man, but it was positive. I'm going to be strong.
Thank you so much, Zinhle Kwaimani. And that was Zinhle Kwaimani. And of course, I'm just going to move out of shot to just give you a sense of what is currently happening. Azana is on stage. Ringo Madlingozi is yet to come up. And of course, artists like Nati Mankai and Amanda Black are some of those artists that will also be taken to the stage a bit later on in the evening here in Gqeberha. Many people are from different provinces. They're here, as well as those people from the Eastern Cape. And what I took out from this particular festival, and just speaking to the people, is that many South Africans are quite distressed. So to come here at a festival like Ebubeleni, it's really a time for them to offload and also just relax as they usher in through the new year, which is 2024, which many say they have great hopes for big opportunities for some, while others say they hope that they get employed come 2024 in Tlantla.
That's our reporter, Siphosethu Booi. She's out at the Ebubeleni Festival in Gqeberha, and like she says, the people have come out in their numbers to let their hair down.